What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Bobby here again, and today we are going to be making football predictions for today. And we are going to have some high stakes. We are going to have some 10 odds. Let's make good predictions today. If you're new to the channel, this is sports prediction channel, so make sure you leave a thumbs up if you like this kind of content, and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so that you always be aware when we make new content. We make it daily. And also, you can join my Telegram channel. The link is pinned in the comments. And let's begin. So for those of you who needs booking codes, it will be at the end of all the slips. When I'm done here, is at the end of all the slips that I'm doing. So after reading the games out, I'm going to show you guys how to make the selection. So our first pick today is Everton versus Man City, and our pick is Man City wins in the England Premier League. Man City wins. Our next pick game is Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal versus Brighton, and our pick is home win or draw. That is Arsenal win or draw. Also in the England Premier League. Our next game is Hampstead versus Malmo, and our pick is away draw no bet, which is also called handicap 2-0 on sites like 1x. This is in Sweden, Allsvenskan. Our next game is going to be Espanyol versus Barcelona, and our pick is away draw no bet or handicap 2-0. Also in 1x. So this is in Spain, La Liga. Our next game is FC Porto versus Casapia. FC Porto versus Casapia, and our pick is Porto wins. Porto wins in Portugal. Our next game is also in Portugal, and is Braga versus Santa Clara, and our pick is Braga win or draw in Portugal. Braga win or draw. That's home or draw 1x. Our next game is Lask versus Salzburg. Lask versus Salzburg, and our pick is away win or draw. That is in the Austria Bundesliga. Our next game is Dynamo Zagreb versus HNK. Dynamo Zagreb versus HNK, and our pick is Dynamo Zagreb wins. Our next game is Groningen versus Ajax, and our pick is Ajax wins. Our pick is Ajax wins in the Netherlands Eredivisie League. The next game is AZ Alkmaar versus MN, and our pick is AZ Alkmaar wins in the Netherlands Eredivisie. Our next game and last game in the 10 odd slip is going to be Feyenoord versus Go Ahead Eagles, and our pick is Feyenoord wins, also in the Netherlands Eredivisie. So you can see that I've separated it because it's not the same as this other slip, I've broken it down. They are separate. So that's it for the 10 odds. And our high play slip. Our high play slip for tomorrow. That's we are very, very sure this is coming up. It's just 2 games, and it's as the same as we're in the other 10 odds. But this one is just Everton versus Man City, and our pick is still Man City wins in the England Premier League. And the next game is Arsenal versus Brighton, and our pick is home win or draw in the England Premier League. Altogether, this will give you about the high stake will give you about 1.80 or so. But they are not the same, so they are 2 different things. You don't need to join them up, because I feel some people are always confused and they always end up doing that. So they are 2 entirely different things, so there's no need to mix them up. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you guys how to make the selection. So you could scroll and pause it wherever you are. So I'll just scroll it. I'll just make the scroll for you guys so to make the selections, I think the first is in the England Premier League, which is here. Everton versus Man City. Then our pick was Man City wins. Then Arsenal versus Brighton was the second pick. And we went with Arsenal win or draws. So I'm just showing you guys where to make the selections. And we had some games in Spain, which is in like La Liga, right? And it was Barcelona draw no bet or handicap 2-0 if you're using 1x. We didn't have any in Syria, and I think the next we had is in Portugal. We had for Porto, and Porto wins. FC Porto versus Casapia. Braga versus Santa Clara, and I think this was a win or draw. Yes, home or draw. Then the next we had in Austria. Austria Bundesliga, and it's Lask versus Salzburg. And our pick was away win or draw. That is in Salzburg's match. Salzburg's or draw. That is like X2. Then we played some games in Croatia. Dynamo Zagreb versus Sibenek, and our pick was Dynamo Zagreb wins. Then we went to the Netherlands. Where's Netherlands? Okay. We played 3 games in Netherlands, and it was Feyenoord versus GA Eagles. The pick was Feyenoord wins. AZ Alkmaar versus MN, and our pick was AZ wins. And PSV versus Fortuna. No, we didn't play PSV versus Fortuna. We played Groningen versus Ajax, and Ajax wins. So that's everything. You could join the Telegram channel. The link is pinned in the comments. Also drop a thumbs up if you enjoy stuff like this. I keep making them. And you can scroll through. And like pause at every bit so that I can get the correct games, right? Codes are at the bottom if you're using SPORTIF or 1x Nigeria, because for some reason 1x is region locked. So that is why most of you guys, when you try to use the code, it shows invalid. It shows invalid because of that reason. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.